Yeah, Stiff Upper Lip. Well, that was really getting back to a bit of good old rock and roll again. And we got George, our brother, in again, because he's a rock and roll, and he's just right through his blood, and we had Mike Fraser with the sound, who's, he dials it up for us. He's a huge fan of the band, and the two of them together, they just gave us the freedom to just play. We had the songs all ready to go when we were in the studio, and we just had that freedom of performance.
And it was good to kick off, because it was the thing was, you're going into the year 2000, and up till that point, in fact, I remember all the talk was then about some bug, about computer virus, this Y2K bug. And, it was going to be like a mini doomsday thing. And, what was good was kicking off that, going into the new century with, when everyone else was doing, into this thing at the time, dance music, boy bands, etc. It was just good for us to come up with to begin a new era with a bit of toe tap and rock and roll, and take it from there when everyone else was completely going away from it. So for us it was good.
Yeah, it was just back to the roots with it, and then the older you get, the more of the rock and roll from the 50s and early 60s is, it's like your childhood, it comes back more and more, and we just felt there was a lot more to be had here, inspiration, so, that all went into that album, and it's, the fans loved it, they just, this is where you should have been, around fly on the wall, you know what I mean, so it was great, and it was...
And it was still good just to go out there again and do, rock and roll again when everyone else is, going, searching, where do we go next? Is it hip hop? Is it rap? Is it this? Or is it boy bands? Is it girl singers? Is it, belly dancers? Whatnot? Things like this. And you come out with a, just a, piece of rock and roll, which is, hey, it's not different.
And it's great to watch like 25,000 kids out there all going, I was born with a stiff upper lip. And that's stuff from the 50s, really, and you got kids in 2002 or 3 who just relate straight to it. It just shows you that rock and roll is always going to be here. It's always going to be around, and it's always been the good time music. It's got sex, music, hard living. It's
a party atmosphere. You got, as he says, you got, you got wine, women, and song in that order. What was it musicians do so well?